kind of slapping with the right. Yeah, he's slapping with the right hand.
He doesn't want to throw it hard because it must be hurting him pretty bad.
But as he tries to protect his right hand, Harris, as Roy Jones pointed out, doubling and tripling up with the left hand and showing you yet another dimension of his remarkable potential. Remarkable only because we didn't know much about him before.
Good left uppercut he's hitting Jeremy with, too.
His corner is insisting to us that his right hand is fine, but he didn't fight in that round as though his right hand was fine, although he did well using the left.
Sit down, Maurice. Sit down, Maurice. You look like legs out. Kick legs out. Look like a champ. Kick your legs out. Kick your legs out. Look like a champ. Hold here. Give me a nice sponge. Yeah, out of water. We're going to get you out of the water. We're going to get you some water. We're going to get water, baby. Don't worry about nothing. We're going to take good care. Look, don't throw your neck. Don't close your neck. Well, you stay behind the thing on the floor, okay? Put your head over here. Put your head over the bucket. Okay. All right, Big Mo. Yep. Now listen, Mo, this guy doesn't listen. What I want you to do is jab this guy. You can't miss your jab. Okay. I don't know why you're not throwing jabs more. Where's the mouthpiece?
There you see where Harris landed a right hand in an earlier round, and you saw him sort of try to twirl his right hand as though he had hurt it at that instant. That may have been the punch in which he punched himself out.
By CompuBox numbers in round 7, Jeremy Williams only threw 34 punches. That's well below the heavyweight average. He needs to be busier if he's going to have a chance to turn the tide and come back. Round 9 of a scheduled 10. We'll give you Harold Letterman's scorecard at the beginning of the last round so you can get your bearings on where Letterman believes the fight stands. And let's give it to you now. Harold, how do you have it through 8?
You know, Jim, I think Maurice Harris is running away with it. 78, 73, 6 rounds to 2, Maurice Harris. Jim, I think he won the last 5 rounds in a row. I mean, he's the cleaner puncher, the sharper puncher. Good defense by Harris. He's not getting hit much. He's the aggressor. Maurice Harris winning the fight big.
Sure what's happening with Jeremy Williams. He just took one of those Oliver McCall walks away from Harris as though he wasn't interested in the fight anymore, and then Harris banged him twice with the left hand and knocked Williams back into the ropes. And Jeremy just not busy enough to mount the necessary rally.
Great. That's nice.
Maurice Harris has only gone 10 rounds once. That was in his loss to Larry Holmes. Most of his 9 losses are TKOs. And by his own admission, in most of those fights, he quit. There's no quit in Harris tonight as he appears headed toward a possible giant upset of Jeremy Williams.
Jeremy Williams looks like an old 26-year-old fighter here. The only place he could go from a defeat like this, if the fight goes the rest of the way, is back home to his jewelry business in Long Beach.
And based on the Jeremy Williams we've seen tonight, taking another hammering with the left hand from Harris. If Hasim Rahman doesn't, in fact, have an injury, and he dropped out of this fight because he thought there was some danger in fighting Williams, he must feel like a fool.
Well, he might not want to fight Maurice Harris either, though.
Nope. He wouldn't have had to fight Maurice Harris. The date was with Williams.
I don't think the best 230-pound, 235-pound heavyweights are going to be afraid to fight Maurice Harris, as quick as he is with his hands. Let's keep in mind that Jeremy Williams does not have a great chin. He's been hit on that chin on numerous occasions by Harris, and he's still standing.
When I is another big round for Harris. And it would now appear that Williams is desperately in need of a 10th round knockout to avoid a disastrous defeat.
Jeremy, no. Do I have to tell you that you're way behind in the fight? Huh? Do I have to tell you that? Huh? Now listen, come on.
The only way you can win is by a knockout. You gotta go out.
Throw punches at the fucking guy.
Where's the right hand?
I don't care when you hit him, man. Just let the fucking hands go.
Just don't go for the knockout.
Don't go crazy, you know what I mean? You get a shot, you take it.
Way ahead of the game. Pointing.
So it's easy on the ice.
All right.
Okay.
Last round, touch gloves, champ. Punch fast with the guy. Throw right hands at the guy.
You gotta go
right hands
champ.
and back and hook. Touch gloves.
Hey, you gotta go for broke on the chest.
Come on, this.
Mo, pay attention, Mo.
A bad idea whose time may have come. Open scoring was recently approved by the New York State Legislature. We don't know if we'll ever see it, but the crowd here certainly doesn't need open scoring to know who's winning this fight.
Jeremy Williams, by CompuBox numbers, only threw 19 punches in the 9th round. That's a give-up punch output. It was a give-up round for Williams. And you heard the anger that it elicited from Lou Duva and Ronnie Shields, who told their fighter in no uncertain terms that he's lost the fight unless he can produce a knockout.
I think he's coming to look for the knockout this round.
Those kidney punches, break.
And after looking totally out of gas in the 3rd and 4th rounds, Harris has acquitted himself rather well in the 2nd half of the fight.
Yes, he has.
Another landed right cross. And that's the most authoritative right hand Harris has thrown since he seemed to hurt it a couple of rounds ago.
I've heard of Cutman in the corner. Maybe he's got a surgeon in the corner.
A metacarpal man.
I think that was more of a slap, though, because if it would have been a ball of fish, he'd have knocked Jeremy down with that punch, and maybe out with that punch.
I'd have knocked him out of the ring with that punch.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
Williams not doing much. Shields and Duva asked him where the heck were the left hooks and the right crosses. And midway through the round, you got to ask the same thing. Where's the rally?
They're in the past for Jeremy Williams. Mo Better Harris has something of a future. It's hard to say exactly what.
You want to quit, Maurice? You want to quit?
So more and more, it looks as though we'll go 10 full rounds. And Maurice Harris will wait to hear the scorecards in anticipation of a big upset win. Unanimous decision is what it ought to be over Jeremy Williams. Williams bouncing away and walking away from his chance to be a serious contender in the heavyweight division, because this finishes that for the time being.
Yeah, he's not fighting like a guy who's desperate and who needs a knockout to win the fight.
No, he just wants to get out of here alive. He survived.
Even if he were to get an outrageous gift decision, he did nothing to improve his stock as a heavyweight contender. Maurice Harris came out of nowhere.
Good fight, Jeremy.
No, he came out of Newark, New Jersey.
Good fight.
Well, and some... No, never mind.
Good fight, Maurice. Man, you got it.
Thank you, sir.
Once again in round 10, Jeremy Williams threw 19 punches. So in the 9th and 10th rounds, Williams had nothing and no chance to come back.
And the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon him.
Seemed like you had him hurt. Nice fight, gentlemen.
Real tough.
Because you had a short notice.
I think I broke my hand.
When do you think you broke?
I think earlier on, like the 4th, 5th round.
fighters are Muslims. Neither uses his Muslim name in the ring. But the winner will be praising Allah. And for Tommy Parks and company, their corner, hoping that they've scored the big upset over Jeremy Williams. Well, certainly CompuBox numbers would tell you they have. Total punches, Harris landing 58 more, throwing 67 more, landing at an 8% higher rate of connection. Power punches, more one-sided numbers in favor of Harris, almost doubling Williams in the landed department, throwing 82 more, landing at an 8% higher percentage. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official decision.